Good day. It is Monday, March 21st, and that means two things. There are just too many Mondays. Let's not have so many Mondays in the future. Let's consider that. Let's table that motion. Fewer Mondays. And this is the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Technologies, and we are talking about the Advanta emergency recessed downlight. This is the Advanta EMRG. Built-in pre-wired emergency backup battery, fully integrated with a test button, quick connect plugs for easy installations, selectable wattage, selectable color temp. All this is code compliant and easy for your downlights. That's downlights made easy, KeystoneTech.com. And we have a lockdown in Shenzhen. Their zero-tolerance policy is butting up against Omicron version BA2. And the economic zone is at least closed for another 2 weeks. We have a price increase at Universal Douglas. No details for sure, but it is just on ballasts, so that's nice. Signify has bought back more shares. Their repurchase program has spent 9 million euros so far. Savant will be shuttering their Logan facility as well. This is joining two other GE properties in Ohio. The GLA has guidelines for UVC quantification, specifically a metric for inactivation of viruses. The U.S. Senate has declared permanent daylight saving time as of 2023. Great. Just great. Probably. Maybe. We'll scroll down and talk about it a little more. NEMA has something to say about port negotiations, specifically that they should start now. Contracts coming up, and we don't want any interruptions given that there's still a bit of a backlog in California. Energy Focus's net sales down 41%. OCL has partnered with BIOS for architectural solutions for circadian lighting. AMS Osram has begun raising funds for Ukrainian refugees while also ceasing operations in Russia and Belarus. Southwire has joined ETIM. Knuckles Fund is offering $130K in grants. Those were all awarded at Leducation. Whitmer will be opening a second facility in Michigan. They do decorative lighting and furniture. This is a whole new production space. 1,000 Bulbs has a 10-year-old lighting influencer. I am not jealous. I welcome the competition. I bet he's great. We should have him on the show. Nicor endorses the NEMRA POS standard. This is a new boost for manufacturer reps. CES is opening their 31st branch in South Carolina in Moncks Corner. And Dimers have created a new student emergency fund. The pair of designers have created a new endowment for $25,000 for student emergencies. The NLB has named their Lighting Awards winners for art and science, 3 companies, as well as a number of special citations granted. Glaze is planning a new monthly webinar series on horticultural efficiency upgrades with an eye to helping utilities get greenhouses better. The IES is seeking speakers for their August conference. The theme is Lighting the Way. Open for registration as well is the NAED National Meeting. That's in person this May. And on March 31st, we have an energy efficiency and retrofitting panel on the web for free. Check it out if you care to. In rep agency upgrades, Hydrofarm has partnered with Fluence. PLC Multipoint is now a member of the AAILA. And Schneider Electric has picked JMP Solutions. In recommended reading, all these on nailed.org. Read at your leisure. We have a recap of Leducation. We have sustainability starting with disassembly, the divide between landlords and tenants in efficiency projects, Hossenfelder recapping light pollution problems. We have the future of the last mile. We have a how-to design for darkness. We have Jen and Thovin on rebate outlooks. We have occupancy sensors for air quality improvement, and Craig DeLuey on field adjustable lighting. In IoT news, Intel will be spending $88 billion to make chips in Europe, spreading that semiconductor manufacturing around. UL has certified a smart home energy management system from Baltimore Gas and Electric, the first such certification. Survey says 43% of smart offices aren't adequately protected. This is according to Kaspersky, who funnily enough, sell cybersecurity. Oro is expanding third-party compatibility with 5 other brands. Florida is the leader in smart homes. PC Magazine has trawled real estate listings and found the top states for IoT listings. Kasambi has taken wireless control to the next level. This is a brand new initiative planned by their North American head of operations. And WiseKey has partnered with Synergy Quantum. This is for IoT encryption. In market projections, EVs will spike demand for gallium nitride circuits. We have a global LED market to reach $81 billion in value. Smart lighting will gain by 13%, LED tubes by 10%. Military lighting companies will experience 2% growth. And the price of copper has been wonky all month, and we have some analysis as to why. In R&D, permanent standard time would actually be better. This is according to a researcher from Vanderbilt U. I think if we're all worried about going to work in the dark or coming home in the dark, let's just have a 5-hour workday. Then it's always light when we leave or go to work. I like that idea. All in favor? We're banning Mondays and 5-hour workdays. That's what I believe. We have light while sleeping impairs cardiometabolic function. This is a new Harvard medical study showing increased risk of heart disease and diabetes complications when you sleep with the lights on. In horticultural news, the ACEEE has recommendations for growers on efficiency. This is a document co-authored by the Resource Innovation Institute. And Plenty has partnered with Driscoll's. Plenty, of course, automates greenhouses, and Driscoll's grows more strawberries than anybody else. In dark sky news, melatonin dosages are still too high. Silt, Colorado lettuce farm has raised light pollution complaints. Raleigh, North Carolina is beginning a lights out order for the birds. Ditto for Fort Worth, Texas. St. Croix, Minnesota has begun a voluntary dark sky project. Salida City Council is proposing a dark sky program. The International Dark Sky Week is coming up at the end of April. We have a list of events being populated. Again, nailed.org to find that full list. Please do. And Tomintoul, Scotland will be hosting a dark sky exhibit. And People News, Maureen Olson has left lighting for outdoor apparel. Sonoman has picked Andrew B. Kogan as CEO. Wolfspeed has picked Jeff Ferraro as their VP of Enterprise, Supply Chain, and Procurement. Guy Esposito is the VP of Sales at Amerlux. Gene Lindemann has been promoted at Keystone Technologies, and Mark Eubanks, late of Cooper, is now the president and CEO at Brinks. In local news, 4,000 streetlights in East New Orleans are out. Dallas, Texas is adding more lighting to the Northeast region. Hartford, New York is beginning a dark sky street lighting upgrade. Federal grants will be funding a Portland, Oregon relamping project. Terre Haute, Indiana is upgrading 300 lamps. The Illinois EPA is offering $750,000 in grants. Trenton, New Jersey, they have a lighthouse. It's got a full refurb ready to go right now. Montgomery, Maryland is proposing LED streetlights. Carlsbad, California has secured federal funding for their streetlights. South Central College is planning $4.3 million in upgrade projects. And on the province of Ontario is paying people to start training as electricians. In projects and weirdness, you can make an LED cube flower arrangement, or you can attend yoga in a light gallery if you're in Indianapolis. I have been Scott Walker. Thank you to Nailed. Thank you to Keystone. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the music. And if you're on LinkedIn, we stream this live 9:30 every Monday morning. Check it out if you care to. Otherwise, tell a friend, leave a review, do whatever.
You'll never understand my person, but understanding my profession. Don't ask the question, my soul and wallet is no direct connection. Don't name me by my purpose, propose the potential. The wood is not the chair, closed language, limited and detrimental. Sometimes I'm just a zombie consumer, powerless to the power of my consumption. And at that moment, outside that, I'm nothing. But inside, everything is music, family and friends. And over all this, I am preparing myself for something. Might be a zombie apocalypse or a Downing Street residence, not sure. I started reading history to better understand the contours of the context. looking for the symmetries, repeating patterns of standard human imagery vividly. Key triggers for revolution in global economics. How to see the cages that block the advertising sonics. The technology required to create self-sufficiency, not a practical political solution for a brand new society. But in the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, the reality I'm sold is that I can change nothing. In the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, the reality I'm sold is that I can change nothing. In the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, the reality I'm sold is that I can change nothing. In the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, the reality I'm sold is I don't accept this. This box is a creation of the man-made, meaning artificial, meaning false, meaning flexible. So I study art, which is martial, cultural expansion of my expression to break my first world fourth wall. My head's in the spaces where the press dare not tread. No notice, just self-imposed censorship. I switch from input to output. I want to fight for your conditioning and start by softening your imprint. I want to change you with my logic, strip you of your innocence. This music is hazardous to your social collateral. It can damage the shape that they molded you, make you less valuable, becoming political idealist, dangerous, antisocial animal. The threat becomes tangible, but in the cold light of day it's still real and expanding. You can change the whole world with an idea, and the internet's just interested in making something from nothing. Burn your old beliefs and disregard your false assumptions. Your false gods were bluffing. Change is always driven by shared dissatisfaction. Capture the imagination and burn from passive to action. Contract and expansion. A sledgehammer strike to leave the establishment gasping. Everything in your power for asking. But in the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, get out of bed and tear down everything. In the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, build a better world because the old one is crumbling. In the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, disregard security in a favor for the different. In the cold light of day, after the alarm rings, every single dreamer on the planet is significant. Every single dreamer on the planet is significant.